If the plan that the universe is presenting to you is undesirable and you don't like it, ignore it. All you have to do is say to the universe, thank you, but no thank you. I'm not interested. You know, the same faith that you ask of me, I ask of you. It has to be two ways, folks, man. It can't be one way. This is where people get it wrong. You think it's always like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Like a boss at a job. That person at your job tells you when you can go to the bathroom, when you can eat, when you can have a break, when you go to work, when you're supposed to come in, when you're supposed to leave, and everything while you're in that office, they tell you every single thing to do. Do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that, and you do it because you want money. So you're debasing and prostituting yourself by allowing somebody else to treat you like a slave so you can get money, so you can fill your life with commercial products and consumer things and all the material trappings. Think about that for a minute. That's why it's so important you to be your own boss. What's different about how they condition you to believe God to be? Do this, I order you, I command you. You are my slave, you are my puppet, you are a servant, right? Don't they say you're a servant of the Lord? Think about that. Just break down those two words. Servant is a slave and the Lord is a tyrannical despot, a draconian overlord. Bow before me, maggot. Bow before me, peasant. That's exactly what they try to place you in, that position of a subservient position, submissive, passive, not proactive, not autonomous, not active in your life, not taking a dominant role and owning your own energy. It's always subdominant. You got to break out of that mentality, man. You've been locked in this delusional brainwashing, psychotic hypnosis for decades. It's just garbage. It's all garbage. Let me tell you something. Source is what you want source to be. And that's the straight truth. However you perceive source to be, that's how source is to you. That's why everybody doesn't see Jesus Christ the same, even though that's not the name. They just don't. The people that have crossed over and come back, some people say that Jesus Christ had a body of like crystal, like diaphanous, very crystal, like crystal, like glass. Some people say that Jesus had a very dark complexion, looked like he was black. Some people say Jesus was white, looked like he was European. You see what I'm saying? Because how you perceive things to be on earth is not going to change when you cross. That's why I did a video on near-death experience saying that you can't listen to these people. They're like, when I passed, I floated out of my body and I saw this white light and I went to the tunnel and my loved ones were beckoning me and I saw these beautiful orbs and I saw every experience in my life that I had just come from. And then you hear somebody else and they're like completely different. Somebody else that passed away says I felt like I was being dragged through the dirt and it was very dark and heavy. And then I did this and I saw that and I heard this ominous tones and because you're different. Your energy is different. Your perception is different. Your connection to what you call a universe is different. So that's all things being respective. You gotta understand that. All things being considered, you have to take that into consideration. That your connection to whatever you call a universe is completely different than anything else because it's only one of an infinite. So when you pass, it's going to be the same. It's not going to be any different. Because of the energy that you carry and your perceptive lens, how you interpret everything. I've covered this already. So why would the universe be any different? You're listening to something that's lying to you, saying that God is the Almighty Creator, Lord. No, I only say God because that's a name you can understand the message I'm trying to convey. But the truth is, there is no name. These are earth words. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, these are earth words. These are made up by a system to control you, to think that God is up in the sky with one sun and all that nonsense. So whatever the universe is asking of you, ask the universe the same. Show me the magic. Have faith in me. Trust my process. Believe in me. Listen to what I say. It can't be one way. It cannot be. One-way relationships, no matter whomever is involved, it never will work. It has to be give and take. Send and receive, man. 50-50, down the middle. It has to be. That's how you have a healthy relationship. Arguing is never healthy for a relationship. Communication is. If arguing has become the default setting for your relationship, perhaps it's time you reevaluate who you're with and why you're with them. Now, that can apply to you and your partner or you and the universe or yourself, the relationship you have with yourself. It has a multitude of applications to it. You got to break out of this locked, cemented, rigid mentality that everything is just the way I have been taught and told it to be, and there is no other way. That's exactly how they get you. The universe is no different than what I'm referring to. It is the infinite of everything and anything you want it to be. It is what you want it to be. That's why I am not on this channel going, you have to listen to me and I'm telling you what the universe is. And if you don't like it, you're wrong. And I will debate you until you disintegrate like all these people. I have to push my beliefs onto you until you confer and you align with my beliefs, and then I know I have won, and now I have indoctrinated you into my ideology. I don't do that, man, because that's where diversity comes from. Your beliefs or whatever you want, that's what makes you distinctly you. And that's the beauty of this place. And the universe is no different. You have polytheists, atheists, monotheists, you have people who are agnostic, and then you have people like myself. I don't acknowledge any of that stuff. I know that I am source. I am neither above source nor below source. I am source. I am of source, just like everybody else, not just human beings. So you have to have a give and take with this. Universe is asking you something, you got it. Now I'm gonna ask something of the universe. I need certain tools to get these things done. So, remove all blockages and curses and barriers that people are putting on me and allow me access, unrestricted access, instantaneous, unrestricted access to the things that I require. Show me my beautiful life. That's it. That's how it has to work.